Hello everyone and welcome to this video on this course of getting started with Angular. In this part of the video we will be continuing on the course project which we left in the previous video. In the previous video we managed to create this basic level looking e-commerce application. We defined our header, we defined our products.component file as well, and inside the products.component file we defined two sections, one which will be to contain all the list of products and the other one which will be used to show the product details. In this part of the video we will be using some of the directives which we have learned in the previous videos to output a list of products and also to give them the necessary styling which is needed. So what I would like to do is I would like to first output about 5 to 6 products over here in the form of a list, and then whenever someone clicks on a particular product in that list, the details of that product should populate over here. So yeah, that is something which I will be doing in this part of the video. So the first thing which I would like to do is I would like to, if I go into my products.component.ts, if I need to output a list of products, I will need an array of products, and using the ngFor directive which we learned in the previous videos, we can then loop over that array to output that list. But before I go about and create a list, the first thing which I need to do is to create a product model. Now we did not learn about creating models in the previous video, but it's not that complicated. All we need to do is define a product.model.ts file like this, and I will create a product class which will hold all of the necessary information about the product object. So what I'll do is I'll do export class product and we can call it we can just call it product object or something. I'll just say product class. Product model is a better name. Product model like this, and then I will need to define some of the attributes of my product. Normally products in an e-commerce application, they have a title, they have a price, they have a description, and they have an image as well. Basic level, attributes of a product. If you walk into a shoe store, you will ask the, you ask any individual in that shoe store to tell you the price of that shoe, what size it is, I guess, and obviously every shoe has some specific name, and yeah, so basic level details of a product. What I'll do is first I'll define a public attribute by the name let's just call it title like this, and it will be a string. Then I will define a price string, also be a string, start semicolon over here, a description which will be a string as well, and then an image URL. Just make it image string. I will need to make the price a number because prices are always in numbers. So once that is done, the next thing is I need to define a constructor which will be used to initialize these attributes of mine, and this is just basic level TypeScript. I'm just creating an object, and over here I'll define some attributes: title, price, description, and the image, and yup. So I have used the any class over here. You could have used the string or number, but yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you. Like I said, if you want to define what is the type of your variable, it's always up to you. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to use a string and number. It's just but it is better practice if you are more specific on the type of on the type for your particular variable. So if I do this dot title is equal to title, now I am trying to initialize my object price. This dot description is equal to description, and this dot image is equal to image. Now with the product model defined, I can go back to my products.component.ts and I will import this in, import product, oops, sorry, not this, product model. I've imported the product model in, and now with that done, what I can do is I will define a few variables. The first one is product list, and my product list, I can use any, but I would like to show you guys that I would like to show you guys the power of, I guess, assigning different types. Product model empty array is equal to array. Now what have I done over here? I could have used an any instead of product model array, but what I'm trying to tell Angular is that the product list will only be an array which contains product model instances only. This array will not contain any integer, any string, or any other thing. If it does, Angular will not accept it, it will throw an error. So yes, with that out of the way, the next thing which I would like to do is I would like to define, like, let's say 3 to 4 random products. Let's just do 3 random products, and inside of my ngOnInit, and I would get to ngOnInit soon in the next couple of videos, I'll do constant product1. So I'm just creating a random product, and I will say it's new product model, basically telling Angular that this product1 is an instance of the product model. And now as you can see on the screen, it's asking me for 4 values: the title, the price, the description, and the image. So I will give it a title of, let's say, shoes. Price can be 100. Description can be shoes from Nike, something just random, or we can just do just leave it like this. Yeah, copy doesn't matter. These are random shoes. And then it's asking for an image, so I will go to Google and look for some shoes. Yeah, so just go to any image of your choice. This looks okay. No, yeah, let's just do copy image address like this and insert the URL like this. So once that is done, the next thing is to define another product. Okay, oops, not like this. Yeah, I think the product images URL is quite big, so yep, good to go. Constant product2, new product model. Let's just do this shirts. Title is done. Give it a price of 200, let's say 300, and a description of this is a shirt, and it is asking for an image. So we go back to Google. Let's just do shirts. Take any shirt of your choice. I'll take this one. Copy image address like this and insert it inside of the parenthesis like this. And yes, I think I possibly did not enter the right value for the image over here. I mean, the image address was not correct for the shoes, so I'll just try to find a better one. So I'll do shoes. This look good. Copy image address. Let's add this in. Better. Yeah. So now I have 2 products defined. I can possibly define more, but I think it will become a bit redundant because I'm trying to get a concept across. Feel free to add as many products as you guys like. Now what I will do is I will say that this dot product list is a list of, which will contain the list of products. It will contain product 1 and product 2. If I try to add anything else into my list, such as an integer or a number, as you can see, Angular is not picking it up, and it is saying the type number is not assignable to type product model. Rightfully so, because product list is only an array which will only contain instances of the product model. So yeah, with that out of the way, we can go back to our products.component.html over here, And in the product list, let me just remove this. I will use an h5 tag, and using star ngFor, I will do let product of, and what was the variable name? Product list. Product list, like this. And using string interpolation, I can access my attribute, this attribute over here to be precise, and I will do product.name. And I am getting an error because I think it's not name. Oh, I apologize. It's not name, it's title. Okay, that worked. If you go back to our e-commerce application, we do see our product names over here, shoes and shirts, which is good. We have made some progress. Now, the next thing which I would like to do is whenever someone clicks on the shoes, or basically whenever someone clicks on a particular product, the product details should pop up over here. And what do the product details contain? They'll contain the description, the title, the description, the price, and the image. So over here, product details, how do I go about doing that? So I do know that inside of my e-commerce application, and so if someone clicks on shoes, they are clicking on that particular product, right? So using event binding, I can tell Angular which particular product has been clicked and use that clicked product's properties to populate the product details. What I mean by that, let's find out in a minute. I will use event binding, and using the click event listener, I will define a new function which will be select product. Inside of the select product function, I will pass in my product, whichever product is clicked on. So, and I'll go back to Angular. I'll define a function which will be select product, like this. Let me just remove these extra spacings, and I'll cross the product over here, any, and I will do console.log product. So just to see what am I getting. Now if I go back to my e-commerce application over here, and if I inspect and I go over to console, if I click on shoes, okay, I think I forgot to save the entire application. I have to save it as well. Save all, go back to the e-commerce application. If I click on shoes, I am getting something. In the console, I can see title, price, description, and the image. If I click on shirts, I can see the product model, title, price, description, and image. So my click event listener is running. The other thing which I would like to do is I would like to define variable which will be selected product, basically telling Angular which particular product has been selected. And I can give this a type any, but I would like to give this type of product model. And right now Angular is saying that it has no initializer, and this issue is normally caused because of the no strict compiler option, which we have not implemented in the project, but this is something I will go over in the next video or so. So we need to initialize the selected product just the same way in which we initialize the product list component over here. How we can do that is, and because it's a product model, because it's the selected product is a product model type, we cannot just make it a string, because it's not a string. We will do new product model, and it is asking for details. So what I'll do is I'll just copy the details of the very first product which I have, which is product 1, and paste them over here, just so to initialize my selected product. Yeah, so with that out of the way, I will do is I'll say selected product will be equal to the product. What I'm doing over here is that whenever someone clicks on a product, this selected product variable over here, it will be equal to the product which is being sent from the click event listener. And if I go back to my component.html file, how do we go about and show those values inside of the product details? Well, we can use simple basic level string interpolation. We will do selected product, go to product.component.ts, selected product, yep, and I'll do title. Let me just copy this. Price, description, and image. And the image will not be this h5 tag, it will be an image tag. Let me just remove this. Title, price, description, and the other will be image, and image will be selected product dot image. Okay, and yeah, so let's see what we get. If we go back to our e-commerce application, we can see shoes 100, and obviously the image is, you know, it's surpassing or overflowing, but we will fix that in a minute. If we click on shirts, what do we get? So whenever I click on a particular product, it is changing, so that's a good thing. But I would like to fix the size of the image because it's just too big. And how I can do that is I can possibly give this image a class of image size, and if I go to my SCSS file, I can define an image size class like this, and I will say width 500 px, just random height and width, and height is also 500 px like this. If I go back and refresh, oh, my file hasn't been saved. Let me go back over here, save all. It's saved now. Yeah, still big. Let's just make it 300. Yeah, much better. Click on shirts, shoes, and shirts. So this is working. But the other thing which I would like to do is that I want to show that this shirt icon, this shirt product has been selected. It's the current product which has been selected, so as to differentiate it from the other products which are not selected. And how I can do that is I can use my ng class directive. So over here in the product list, I can do ng class, and what I'll do is I'll say selected product is equal to product question mark using ternary operator. If it is, use the selected product class, which I have not defined. I'll define in a second, else there is no class. So what is this selected product class? The selected product class will be nothing but, you know, just giving basic level information that the product has been selected. And I'll say color should be wheat, and text dash decoration should be underline. Say the entire project, and I'm getting an error. Let's see what the error is. Missing okay, so something did not went right. Okay, I think something didn't go right with the ng class that we have implemented. So let's see, selected product, else this. Looks okay to me. Okay, missing expected. Yeah, I'll just try to debug this in a second. Okay, I think I found the issue. For this particular type of ng class, we should not be using curly brackets. So if I save it, it's working. Yeah, so ng class has multiple ways of being implemented, and we obviously went over that in the previous video. Yeah, so it's I mean, it's completely fine if you guys cannot remember code right off the bat. It's completely okay, and there's no harm in looking up on Stack Overflow, which I just did. So yeah, once that is out of the way, if I click on shoes, shirts, whichever product is selected, it is showing me this like it changes in color, and also it is underlined. Obviously I've used the color of I've used a wheatish color, but it's entirely up to you guys, whatever color you would like to use. So yeah, right now whenever I refresh, or whenever I refresh the project, the shoes icon, icon is not highlighted. It doesn't have that wheatish color, rightfully so, because on every refresh we are not like clicking on it. The click event listener is not triggered on the refresh of this particular page, and that is something that we'll look over into the coming videos. But yeah, we have defined a few products too, and on the click of every product, the product details gets updated. Now what I would like you guys to do is practice this out, try to add more products, and if possible make this project, I guess, a bit more better looking, because aesthetics is something that we are not focusing on right now. Right now our focus is to get the concepts of Angular across. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys found this useful. If you did, feel free to give this a like, share with your friends and family, with your colleagues, for that helps me out a lot. And until we meet in the next video, this is Mohit Lodhi signing off.